Question 5. Denzel has a four-sided spinner. The sides of the spinner are numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. The spinner is biased. The table shows each of the probabilities that the spinner will land on 1, on 3 and on 4. The probability that the spinner will land on 3 is x. Part A says find an expression in terms of x for the probability that the spinner will land on 2. Give your answer in its simplest form. So you are going to have to cancel this down, okay? So it can land on 1, 2, 3 or 4, okay? If you add up all those probabilities, it should add up to 1, okay? It will add up to 1. Has to add up to 1, okay? So the probability of it landing on a 2 then is going to be 1 minus 0.3 minus the probability it's going to land on 1 minus the probability that it's going to land on 3, which is x, minus the probability that's going to land on 4, which is 0.1. Okay, so let's tidy this up. So 1 take away 0.3 take away 0.1 is 0.6, take away x, and that is the final answer. So 0.6 take away minus x is the probability that's going to land on 2. So I'm just going to write that on the answer line there. Now this is a 2-mark question. The first mark comes from this bit here, and the second mark comes from the final answer of 0.6 minus x. Now part B says write down the probability that the spinner will land on either 1 or 4. So let's go back up to our table. Now the probability of it landing on 1 is 0.3 and 4 is 0.1. So you just need to add those probabilities together. So 0.3 add 0.1. So the final answer is 0.4. Now this is worth 1 mark as well, so your answer has to be 0.4. Part C says Denzel spins the spinner 300 times. Part C says write down an expression in terms of x for the number of times the spinner is likely to land on 3. Okay, so the probability that's going to land on 3 is x. Okay, so you're going to do 300 times by the probability that it's going to get 3, and in this case is x. Okay, so 300 times x is 300x. So that's the expression, 300x. Now that's also worth 1 mark. Okay, so you have to have 300x for the final mark. And that's it.